Morning, I'm joined by Dan Moore from Dissident. Morning, Dan.
Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
Yeah, good. First and foremost, for those that don't know the company, tell us about Dissident.
I'm Dan. I'm the creative director at Dissident. We are a social-first creative agency, which essentially means that it's a term I stole from another agency, but essentially we're one half social media marketing agency, so organic and paid, sort of management of social media accounts for construction brands. And then the other half is a media production company, so photography, videography, design, and we work to make brands stand out on social media and through other areas of marketing, through our production. But our marketing focus is on social media.
I know you've achieved some phenomenal growth recently. What's new for this year for the business?
New for this year for us, we have grown our client base, which is great. We're being recognized. The coolest thing is being walking through Installer Show and speaking to brands, and they go, "I know you, I know who you are as a brand," which is really cool. So we've got some great new clients. The biggest things, which is kind of on a bit of a tangent, is we've got a new podcast studio. We finished it literally last week, so we're on podcast studio number 2. Tom, you're well aware of podcast studio number 1, which is still my baby. We've got podcast studio number 2, which is a little bit more casual feel. And we kind of run that separately as it's like pretty much the only thing that we don't do for the construction industry. It's for everybody. It's local studio. But yeah, apart from that, hiring more team, raising our production standards, always trying to get better and better.
So you gave us some great input at Installer Show on a panel about social media marketing. Just for this audience, give us some do's and don'ts for social marketing.
I mean, the biggest one for me, social media marketing should apply into a strategy that already exists. So ideally, you wouldn't just start doing social media and taking it seriously without already having a overall marketing strategy in place. That's really, really helpful because that can inform every decision you make on social media. Don't have social media be separate. Have it feed into your marketing strategy. The biggest thing for me that I see brands do, and I'm generalizing and probably going to offend quite a lot of people, but there's quite a lot of brands that are owned by people who are of a generation who aren't really on social media that much, haven't taken it any more seriously than just somewhere to be social with your friends. So they don't know a lot about the marketing opportunities and communication opportunities for social media. So what they do is they go, okay, I'm being told I need social media for the brand. Who do I hire? Somebody young. And that's the thought process. Okay, we can see there's got this young girl here who's just come out of college. She's blown up on TikTok because she jumps on trends all the time. It sounds like she'd be a good fit for our brand who make quite high-end bathroom products. And then when you sort of say it like that, you think, nutter, like why would you ever do that, So a big don't for me is, don't just hire someone because they're young and you think they'll understand social media. Hire a talented marketer is a massive one. Have we got time for like a couple more, Tom?
Go for it.
I would say curate your content. So on social media, if you're a marketer, curate your content. Make sure that your messaging and your media are on point across all of your social channels and stay consistent. Some of the best campaigns run for 10 years, so you don't have to change it up every single month. Stick to your guns, stick to a strategy, and try not to deviate too much. A big thing that I am seeing, and it's horrible, and all I want to do is shout at these brands when I see them on social media, is I see brands. So these are kind of faceless brands, These brands don't really have people attached to them. They're huge. They're too big to be a personality. They are an entity, but they get their team to jump on all these little trends and stuff like that on social media. Sometimes that's okay, and it kind of depends on the type of business. But what happens is, and we talked about this on Installer Show. A bathroom manufacturer jumping on TikTok and doing silly trends and stuff around the office with their team probably isn't going to do the brand any favors most of the time. And what it might do is actually hurt the brand. We talked about it. You said it perfectly. Trash the brand. But the problem is the marketers and the people who are looking at all the stats go, hey, that got loads of likes and comments. And they'll attribute that to success, but likes and comments
human
aren't.
Reaction is as important as the algorithm reaction.
Yes. Yeah. Don't trust engagement. I would say if if in doubt, don't jump on trends. Two more. So a do is hire specialties in your marketing team. So what I see a lot of people. So ideally, what you would have, if you had the budget, not everyone's got this budget. We haven't got this budget necessarily, although we are a marketing agency, so we've got the right people. You should have a marketing manager. You should have a email marketing strategist. You should have paid. Ideally, if you had all of the money in the world, would have all those things. It's the same for social media. A social media exec has a completely different skill set to an email marketer or someone who's in print marketing or something like that. Completely different skill set. Ideally, you would hire someone specialized in that area. And my final don't. Which is something I see a lot, and I appreciate that not everyone has the budget to do this, but a marketing manager, so someone who looks after the top level, top down activities for a brand should not be posting on social media. That's my key takeaway here is if they're doing all this top level stuff and they're organizing all the activities for a brand on, if they're, looking after events, they're doing all these different things and they're managing top down. They shouldn't be posting on social media. They should be managing someone posting on social media. They should hire another talented executive, and all of their work should be checked by that manager. And they're my do's and don'ts. If you have the opportunity and the time and the budget, that's what I would do as a brand in the bathroom industry.
Well, there's some great tips. It's great to have you as an affiliate member, but we love working with you as a customer as well. Thanks for all the support that you give the association. And just one final plug for 2 podcasts. So yes. First and foremost, the Insights Pod, which we work with you on, which is the BMA's quarterly podcast, bringing the Insights publication to life, and also your Build Up podcast, which is great.
Thank you. Yeah, coming to the end of the first series now. We're going to finish off and then start to work on maybe switch it up a bit. Who knows for the second series? Got some interesting stuff in the pipeline.
Dan, great to catch up with you.
Thank you, Tom. Really appreciate it.
Cheers.